To talk about my list that I somehow got second place with last week. So the list I took last weekend. So I'm still waiting for Brawl's mail to arrive. Hopefully it arrives today or tomorrow, because he sent me Yuika's. Bless him, because I would not be able to get Yuika's. So I was thinking about what to take last weekend. It was either I was gonna build like a crappy Lutetia deck that had Yuika in it, right? Or I was gonna build Persona KAIRI if I didn't get it. So I didn't get it last week. I'm like, damn, I guess I gotta build Persona KAIRI. Or I could have just brought Herminia, but I don't think I would have won any of my games if I used Herminia. Anyway, so I decided to play KAIRI. So I was scrounging up all my cards to get. So I just played her Ryline. I don't have Alyssa's Ryline because I didn't feel like spending $15 for a stupid order back then because she was meta. I could get her now, but honestly, I don't feel like I need the Ryline yet. We're getting new Rylines, plus I'm getting better cards, so I just went with KAIRI's line just because it was way more easier just to play it. Besides, I'm able to actually aggro in this deck because of the grade 1 and the grade 2. Coral was a card. Yeah, so basically the whole idea of this deck, I get an order, right? It's either Sweet Cross Sweet or this grade 1, right? Because she searches Pretty Demon Chord. So I use an order in the main phase, and then I use Strega to plus the board even more. And then I just like do Persona KAIRI stuff. I attack 5 times with Penelope, which I only have 2 of her because I pulled 2. Should have used Laurel, came first place. I don't have Laurel stuff. Like, once I get Yuika, I will get Laurel, because I think Laurel is cheap and a lot of people aren't playing it. The thing is that her early game just sucks. I only have 2 of her because I only pulled 2 from boxes that I got. I didn't buy other 2, so I only had like her as a 2-0. So I have to find other cards to play. Cause like I played 2 of her just because I needed a counter charge and a soul. I needed a soul a lot. Like using Strega, Penelope, and KAIRI is 3 soul 1 turn. I'm like, doing that my first grade 3 turn is gonna kill like my Persona Ride turn. So it's either I have to use Strega to like I don't plus with Strega to the board, or I just wait till next turn to do it. No Laurel disrespect, she is a precious being. Laurel's committed war crimes, okay? So that's why I had like all these cards that like Roseanne to get soul when she attacks, and I didn't even have the promo card for KAIRI, the one that gives like, you know, put stasis from dropping the soul. So I had to play Annalise to fulfill that because I didn't have any other soul cards. Like the other soul cards I had were like really bad. Besides, this was like made like a couple hours before the tournament, so I had to hurry up and try to make this deck. I'm not banning bros. So that's why I'm playing those 2. I'm playing her because of the soul and the counter charge. Oh yeah, Sweet Got Sweet already had 4 of her. And like this card is expensive now for some reason, but I already picked them up when she dropped it. When it dropped in set 2, because I knew it was going to be a good card. Was like not with Strega, but like a good card in the future. It's just Carabal's one call anything. Well, call anything, not an order. And there was one game where I called a PG, which I will explain like my matchups. Then I played obviously the PG. I played 3 Eileen. Eileen is so good with the Resander. You're able to look at the top deck twice, which is just so good. Like when you swing with her, able to look at top deck for KAIRI, then swing for last to look for a trigger for a defensive, which is just so good. You're able to just remove all your normal units to the bottom of your deck. You do shuffle thanks to Sweet Card Sweet, Pretty Demon Chord, and Strega. So I don't think there's any other card that shuffles. No. That's it. So all your cards at the bottom deck can be shuffled, or you can stack them if you're going to late game. For of Rusius, card is just a good card. Also, I'm able to aggro a lot in this deck, so I played her to just give 10k to something. Her with Penelope's hitting 25k twice. Persona Ride 35k by itself. And since I played Pretty Demon Chord, I can place her, give it to Penelope, use this, bounce her back to hand while needing to like use KAIRI. Really good. Also, Athena is just really insane with Penelope because you make a 28k column on turn 3 if you use the order. You're able to restand it twice, which just hits good numbers. If it's not the man fused with dragon armor, it's not cool enough to be a dragon deck. Oh, then I played one Chalice. I ended up drawing Chalice in my last game, but I didn't end up using it because I already had KAIRI in hand. Plus, I was out surviving the next turn, so that's why I decided to like. I played it just for the consistency. Also, Strega can kind of search for her if I play like Sweet Card Sweet turn 2. So my triggers. This was a mistake. It's not 4, it's 3. And even on my deck log is 3. So I just made a mistake putting the dice on it because I was trying to like, I was tired and I wanted to like post the deck list while it was still fresh and new. So this is 3 crits. Like I never used this effect crit. Someone gave it to me at locals. I remember that orange keychain. Yeah, I still have it. I never used this effect, nor did I like ever see it. I played 3 draw over 4 because I draw a hefty amount of cards in this deck. And I can gain a lot of cards too. So 3 vanilla heals doesn't really matter. It could be effect ones. 4 vanilla crit and just the lurk OT. I played this one because I didn't get my the angel one because it was in my other deck, so I was running out of time to build it. So overall, the matches I had, my first match was against a Bastion. I ended up going first, and I rushed him turn 2 because I had Sweet Card Sweet, Strega, and I think Rusius. And the thing is, I never play tested this deck. I always thought of the idea of using Persona Ride KAIRI with this order-based stuff. It was super clunky, and it is still super clunky. I'm still waiting for like my Kinkies and other cards that will help it, but it's super clunky because you still need to have enough soul for Strega, Penelope, as well as KAIRI. And your Counter Blast, especially with Sweet Card Sweet with Strega, that's 2 CB in a turn if you use both. That's why I played Pretty Demon Chord to get that order condition so I can use Strega. So basically, what happened was I fought Bastion. I rushed him turn 2. It just top wolf a deck you never tested. It made for 2 hours before the turn. I mean, to be fair, I was trying to learn how to pilot the deck during the day. Because I realized I was running out of soul in my second game. But still with the Bastion game, I rushed him turn 2. He went. I was on turn 3. I think I had a pretty pathetic turn 3. No. I didn't went first. I went second. Yeah, I went second. He went first. So I ended up rushing him. He was on grade 2. He went to grade 3. He did a restands and stuff. I think I got pushed to like 3 damage. Because I just started guarding a lot of stuff. Because he was hitting big numbers because he had Alden and stuff. So after that, I roll KAIRI. I used Strega to plus to the board. I don't think I called a PG. Not yet. I think I just called a Eileen to Rigor Circle. And then the Eileen allowed me to get a crit to push damage to face. It was his turn. I think he Persona Road. And then he started doing Bastion stuff. He was explaining like his cards to another new player. But I was still like, I might be able to survive because I had like 2 PGs, I think. But his drive checks was really dry. I don't think he hit like 1 trigger, but I guarded it. He was doing Bastion stuff. Yes, he was doing Bastion stuff, hitting high numbers, but he pushed me to 5 damage. And it was my turn. I Persona Road, and I think I used Pretty Demon Cord. I don't know on what, but I think I had an Eileen still. I used an Eileen or something just to add more shield. Called Strega. Strega called Penelope, and I had Athena, I think, behind Vanguard Circle. But were you doing Zen stuff? Yeah, I was playing this abomination. Then it was my turn. I swung with Strega, drew a card, swung with Penelope. I don't know why I top decked, but I swung Penelope. Oh no, I remember. I didn't call Strega that turn. I called Roseanne because I only had that card in my hand. And I knew I wasn't going to survive next turn. So I called her. I think I swung Penelope first because I wanted to top deck. And I think he died because he was at 5 damage because I pushed him like really hard on my turn 2, turn 3. And he showed me the cards in his hand. He just had a bunch of grade 3s. He couldn't really guard with stuff. So that's how I won game 1. Game 2, I played against Messiah. It was funny because we both rolled. I won, so I said I wanted to go first. But I ended up going second somehow. And he said it's okay because we already like passed that turn. So what happened was, my turn 3 was awful. My turn 1 or turn 2, I didn't really do much. Oh, I added a PG to hand thanks to Strega. Because I think I used Sweet Off Street Strega, called a PG, added it to hand from KAIRI, and then I was ready for his stride turn, like upcoming. He did his stuff turn 3. He didn't really push me for much damage. It was my turn. My turn 3 was awful. I literally only had 2 cards. I think it was like, what was it? I think it was like a Roseanne, or no, it was a Strega and a Eileen in the same column. And I only swung with those. I swung with other 2 cards, right? I called a PG and I called a Trigger just to like attack a Rigor or something. I bounced those. Type with KAIRI. I think I got a draw. I just gave it to Strega Eileen. Top that check. It was, I think it was a Trigger. Yeah, it was a Trigger. His turn next. He's tried to locks Eileen. I'm like, oh crap. I mean, because he plays KAIRI too. But I'm like, oh crap, I thought he was gonna lock my front row. But he didn't. So he does his Messiah turn. He actually pushes me to like 5 damage. Because I needed to save my cards for Persona. Yeah, for Persona. So I had those cards. He removes Eileen. It's my turn. I Persona Ride KAIRI. I think I got Sweet Car Sweet. And then I used Strega again to call something else. I built a board. I don't know what the board was, but I did my turn. I pushed him to 5 damage, but on the clock back, I couldn't survive. All I had was like, I had like 2 grade 3s in my hand because I play like so many grade 3. I play like, how many grade 3s? 8 grade 3s. So that's like no shield at all. So I died on his second turn. I did heal on 6, but it was enough to survive the turn. His attacks was powerful, so I lost that game. Then the last game was against Bastion again. This game, I'm trying to remember. Oh, yeah, this was a game. So I went second. Yeah, I went second. I I ended up, you know, doing my stuff. I caught Eileen. My turn 2 wasn't impressive since I didn't have any orders. So I kind of just called a card just to attack. I think, yeah, I just called some card just to attack and bounce it back with KAIRI. It was his turn. He, you know, he attacked me with Bastion and stuff. I got pushed to 4, or no, I got pushed to 4. My KAIRI turn came. Then, I think that's why I drew Suicide Suite. Used Suicide Suite. I called some. I think I called Athena. Athena searched for Pretty Demon Cord. So I used 2 CB just to compress my deck of 2 cards. So then, and also I have another order for next turn. Then I think I called Strega. Strega called Eileen, and then I have some other column. So I think I attacked with the Strega column first. I drew a card. I sat my deck. It was a crit, so I left the crit on top. Is that about to release for the Herminian Matt Wolf and Nerdy KAIRI one? I didn't bring this. So I didn't bring the Matt to locals. I brought a Felty Rosa one to locals. No, not until I get a list that I'm satisfied with. This list was super clunky. So I stacked the crit on top, and then I used KAIRI skill, bounces 2 back, and then he no guarded the Vanguard. I think he was at 3 damage. Yeah, he was at 3, not 4, because I think he healed. Then I checked the crit, gave the power to the rear, crit to Vanguard, and the second check was a crit, so he died. Did I can't do that to Herminia? I mean, I like Herminia, but this list was like really fun. So he went for 3 to 6 on 1 that turn, and then when it was giving the pricing out, I came in second place. So basically, if you want to play this deck, don't play Persona KAIRI, not yet. Not until we get her grade 2 from I think it's DZ set 1. And not until like yeah, don't play until we get that card. Persona KAIRI is not there yet. Until we get a new grade 3. I just wanted to use her, just meme with her. To be honest, the card that carried me the whole day was Suicide Suite. Like, this card got me cards I shouldn't have gotten. How dare you say such foul language? Like, some people say it's Strega. She did help, but Suicide Suite allowed me to get cards that Strega didn't. Athena's insane. Like, people are sleeping on this card. This card is like really insane. I'm gonna get only pull 1 FR, but I'm gonna get 4 FRs later. This card is just so good. Like, on turns where I called her, I was able to actually search my deck, shuffle, and add her to hand, like during hand playtesting. I'm like, this card is kind of insane. Plus she's just 13k if you use an order. Like I said, behind Penelope, that's 28k. Behind Strega is 33. Yeah, 33k. And if you call her again, it's 33k again. So like, she just makes really good numbers, compresses your deck, and gives you a recyclable order. The order's also same too. Roseanne, I think I need to like play test with her more. I do like her, however, her being restricted to grade 3 is kind of like awful in some regards. 40 playsets? No. Like, putting a card from hand to soul is not bad, especially as you can look at the top 2 and put a card to your hand. So if you need like more defense, or there's like a PG, you can add it to your hand. Again, the issue is that she gains no power, and your opponent has to be grade 3 or greater. So like, this doesn't even activate if you call her from Strega on turn 2, because I did do that one game. It was my second Bastion game. I'm like, huh? I can't use the effect. Oh, it's grade 3. This card is kind of bad. But I think it's a good card. Annalise only activated once, and I was against Messiah, and I still lost. It's good for Penelope because you give her 5k, but that's literally it. Like, this card is bad. Don't run this card. Other cards I'll probably play in the future. I have my deck right here. I think I want to try, obviously, the new grade 2 from DZ set 1. She allows you to bounce more cards at the end of your turn. She also gains boost, which helps out a lot. Like if she's placed, she gains boost. So Penelope can even hit 25k by itself. I don't need Athena or any other card. Also at the end of the turn, you Kaibos 1, put it in the soul, which the deck needs, and you can just return 1 card to your hand. Yeah, it kind of sucks because it checks for every 2 grade. You're at grade 3, so you only get 1. But I think that's fine because you're able to like return your Penelope safely. Eileen could just be like killed. I don't really care. I think this is a good card. I don't know if I have space for it though, because I already have so much Counterblast. Like, once I get Kinky, I'm gonna replace these, put 3 of her. Obviously gonna like put 4 of her because she's just so important. I might have to start cutting Ruchus, but that's whenever I get it. But overall, the deck is fun. Just don't play my list.